Good morning. Hey, Julie. You are up bright and early. Thank you so much. I hope you slept well. Good morning, everyone. I'm coming to you from a chilly, rainy Minnesota this May morning, and just welcome you to my channel. So I hope everyone's doing well today. I'll wait for a few people to get on. Just have bright lights going on here. So good morning, Alicia. Hello to you. You guys can hear me okay? So, morning. Sorry, big birds are distracting me. I love having windows in every room of my house, but it's like, yeah, distractions easily. Morning, Debbie. How are you? Greetings to you. Oh, good. Loud and clear. Awesome. So, what's everybody up to today? Or what are your plans on? Hey, Michelle. Good morning. So glad you could be here. Thank you. Yeah, I just checked the temp. It's 46 degrees, I believe. What did I do with my phone now? Right here. I'm gonna turn it off. I don't think it's supposed to be that warm today. I think still stay in the 50s, I believe. Yeah, high is 54. So still a chilly morning, but we've got this huge system going around us right now. So rainy in Washington. Okay. Julie, did it cool down enough for you? Or too cool? All right, Alicia, we'll keep you in prayer, most definitely. I know salt will increase your blood pressure, so I don't know if that's something that you do. So my daughter has to do that too. So you're dealing with a heat wave, Michelle? Oh, wow. Oh, that's right. I remember you guys were saying that like Washington and Oregon were really warm up there and stuff. Yeah, fall, winter, and summer. I hear you. Yeah, I was watching Lumna Acres, and they were like at like 4 or 5 inches of snow the other morning, like yesterday morning or something, or the day before. It was crazy. Get that much. Although we've had snowstorms on May 10th before, so it's yeah. In fact, it wasn't that long ago. Maybe 3 or 4 years ago, we had. It was like May 5th or something. It was 100 degrees, and then May 10th we had a blizzard. So I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. The 50s is a heat wave. Okay. Good morning, Grammy Karen. Thank you for being here. Good morning, Life in the UP. How is the UP today? It was in the 50s this morning. Okay. Yes, Matt, it is. That S word in May. Absolutely. You have such a beautiful greenhouse going there. So it's, my goodness, you've got a real production going. It's awesome. So, Kevin, good morning. You're up and at 'em. Thank you for joining us. Good morning, Going Green Mom. Megan, how are you this morning? See, I remembered it, and I didn't even look at my cheat sheet. Brain is still waking up a little bit. Sun is shining, feels a little warmer than yesterday. Oh, that's good. We're supposed to be in the mid-50s here today. Sorry, I need to get my tea. Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. A year ago, or a little over a year ago, I had done a video on how I built my lighting system for my plants inside. But, as everything in YouTube, people don't necessarily go back or don't even know that I had that. So I wanted to go over again how I put this together. It's very, very cheap, very flexible, very adaptable, very, you know, you can put it anywhere, different things like that. So thanks, Michelle. Yeah, we've got actually a lot of people that have come from Michigan. Absolutely. So, so anyway, without further ado, I'm going to kind of show you here. All right. So, of course, I have my little mini greenhouse here for just starting the seeds, and I'm going to bring you over a little bit closer. The little one I think I got on Amazon, and it comes with, here, I'll bring you over closer. So traveling. Okay, it comes with this structure. It's metal poles. You have to put it all together with some plastic crossbars on this way. And then these shelves just rest right on here. So you can take them off if you need to. Like if you have really tall plants that you want to put on this shelf and they go above this, then you can remove this and you're fine. I use this for just plant starts, and it does not come with the lighting, but it comes with the plastic cover, and this comes down and zips closed so you can keep all the humidity and the heat inside, which I usually do at night so that it's got that going. I did transplant some into 2-inch pots here, but I've got a few little starts left that are going here. I'll wait till they get bigger before I transplant them. Now what I did is I took, these are just under counter lights, and you can see they have a cord here and then plug in down there. So I just took some under counter lights, got some chain and some S-hooks, and just hooked them into the rack above. I don't know if, can you see? The light is, okay. So yeah, the chains, and then hooked them into the rack above here. And then I'm just resting these on here. So when I move this, I take the lights out so that I don't have to worry about breaking the lights. But what I can do is these get taller as they start reaching the light, I can shorten this chain and bring that up. Now when it gets to that point where they're too tall, then I can transplant them or move them to my other system. But let me check the chat here. Yeah, the mini greenhouse. Yeah, Amazon has a lot of different ones. This is I think, 4-shelf, they call it. Just build your indoor nursery with a 100-watt LED grow light. Very good. Awesome. I look forward to seeing that, Kevin. Good morning, Highland Homestead. How are you? I got the lights at Walmart. I think it was. Yes. I got the lights at Walmart. They were, I want to say maybe about $9 or something like that. And good morning, Enriched Refuge. Hi, Deb. How are you? 2 per shelf. Yes, let me show you, because one, I started out with one, but it only gave light in the center, and these trays, so the outside plants were leaning towards that center. So when I went to 2, they loved it, and it was great. And so the lights cover everything that's in here, and it's wonderful. Now down here, I've got a combination of some that have been upplanted to 2 pots, and then others that are still in the little start ones, ready to go here. Got a couple more tomatoes that could actually end up going in another day or 2, but I wanted to give them a little bit more time here. So, so anyway, I do those 2 shelves. Now you can use this top shelf for plants too, but I'm using it to hang the lights from, and so there's if I had this outside, this would be perfect because then I could have plants out here. And there's some people that keep it on their porch, some that actually, will put it right out in the sun, which is great too. The only thing about out in the sun is that you don't have, the sun can't hit these bottom shelves at all. Now this particular one, hold on a second. Sorry about this, guys. See if I can set you down here. There you go. And if I can get in here. This little guy here is like an all-in-one unit. There's a light that sits on top of here, and then this dome. So there's a place right here for the light to sit. And right now I've got herbs in here that take a really long time, but it's kind of a nice contained one while things are starting. Oops, I shorted this out. Oh, the light bulb fell out. I'll have to fix that later. So anyway, that one's been really nice for doing things. The chamomile is coming up, and I can probably move it up to one of these pretty soon. So then what I do, I don't know if you can see this. So I've got all of the cords from all of these other lights coming down here. And then I'll tip you guys upside down. I have, can you see that? I have a power strip there that everything just connects into, and so I just have to turn the power strip off, on and off. I don't have to go and turn each individual light off. So, all right, let me catch up on the chat here. Yes, so starting inside is very, very helpful, actually. So I was wondering, Deb, what you meant. A wonderful train. It's like, okay, I'm glad you had a good ride. That is, with the lighting system, that's probably best. For like short term, for like a day or two, I can put 2 in by, turning it like this and setting them side by side, but the ends don't get any light. So, but if I'm going to be transplanting things in another day or two, this is okay for a short term. So if you're putting up a lot of plants, you probably need a couple of these greenhouses or set up more lighting. There is a possible bottom shelf down there. I don't know if you can see, but that's where, and I could put this top rack down there and run it, but then I wouldn't have any place to run the lighting. I actually did put some dowels up here of my own because there wasn't a place really. Oh, I needed them for the bottom. So this rack is really designed to be on the bottom, but I needed, like I said, to hang the lights from something. So I put it up here. So I just got a dowel and stuck it in there. It's pretty easy to put together, actually. It all comes in pieces. Right. Let me check you guys here. See what you have going on here. Good morning, Never Enough Time. Hello. Okay. Oh, fun. Planting your herbs. I'm going to set you guys down here. So you have 1 flat per shelf. Yeah. Yeah, it is best just because, if you are able to get like smaller flats, you could certainly do that. These are the standard 72 cell flats that you get in the store. Michelle, no, questions are not, there's no bad question. Unless you're being super obnoxious, but it's like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. Thanks, Julie, for putting up the links. So that's where I just start things, and you can see I'm starting to kind of upplant things in a way to get them into a bigger space, let them grow more. I've got another system then. So when they're outgrowing this and I don't have any room there, the next thing I go to is the system that I built and put together. And I use 3/4 inch PVC pipe. You can use 1 inch if you want. I just happen to have all this PVC from a previous project years ago that I was just holding on to and not knowing what to do with. And I was like, I wonder if this would work. So I went online and was researching how to put together or how to build some kind of lighting system, looking to see what was out there. And so getting some ideas on the structure of it, and then what my space was, what, the space that I needed, all that kind of stuff. So I'm glad you're learning, Michelle. That's great. And you too, Highland Homestead. Thank you. So I drew out several different designs and then finally came up with what I thought would work for me. And thanks, Alicia. And so this is what I ended up putting together. And let me show you the structure here. If you can see, okay. So I've got this PVC frame, and then I'm hanging shop lights from it. And the shop lights I got at Menards. I'm sure you could get them at Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever. They were about $13 a piece. Like I said, I have the PVC. This is 3/4. A 1 inch would probably be fine too. And then I will show you all the details here. Let me get my other equipment here. I just don't want to drop my computer here as I'm showing you. Okay, so I started out with just one hanging structure, and essentially, if you can see, but it's hard for me to see from the behind here. From behind, I should say, but from the behind. So I've got this end with the elbows, just kind of like this as a balance. So I needed to have that to balance everything. And then this other end is kind of open-ended, but with a cap at the end. And so I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to fall over, that it was stable. And then I have the pipes in sections according to how far apart I wanted to have the lights. Now, often I will run these bins the other direction, so they're right under the lights. But for right now, this works for me at this point. So I just wanted the two together. And so, okay, let me get you down here. So what I have is, it's kind of a T here. So I can put one in each end and then one on the top. And I had actually, for a project, for the previous project to make these, because they don't have them, is to have another, I used an end cap and then drilled a hole and screwed it into this and glued it and screwed it together. So it creates like an extra balance thing. So I don't know if, I couldn't find anything that even looked like this, so I just had to make it. And so, you could put another pipe in this direction, but I don't want to here because it gets in the way of the bins. But it creates a stability here for the pipes. All right, I'm gonna talk to you guys for a little bit. Looks wonderful. Still your son's metal pipes. Workout contraptions that look almost exactly. Oh, sweet. Well, that works too. Yeah, it's like trying to figure out what you've got that you can use. And good morning, Gail's Garden. Hello. Um, no longer an overpriced price Kodak. Oh, there you go. There you go. Do I freeze dried food? Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Julie. I'm reading that wrong. My brain is still waking up. So anyway, then I will continue on here. So you can see how I put the base together here. And then I had a pipe here. So I will go over the dimensions in a little bit, but I just kind of wanted to show you exactly what I did first. And then I have one up here with an elbow and then a longer. It's 36 inches wide because this is a, let's see, the 34, 36 inch light. So no, this must be 38 inches. So anyway, however long your light is, this is a 36 inch. I know that for a shop light. So I must have gone 36 for the pipe length on the top. I'll measure it a little bit. So anyway, you want to make sure that this is 2 inches longer than your light so that your light can swing freely under here. And I just put the elbows in so I can, when I'm done with this, when I go to plant everything, I just break it all down and store it away so I don't have this whole contraption sticking up. And then I took some eye screws, if you can see that, and drilled a little hole and then screwed the eye screws in here to hang the lights from. I did have to get, it comes with an S hook here for this, but I did buy an extra set of S hooks so that I could just hang the chain from here. And then as the plants grow, all I have to do is take this off and then just raise the light so I don't have to worry about, different heights and everything. So it's very, very flexible. Right now the plants are kind of small. They're just barely 3 weeks old, but they're, so I have them on some boards right now so they can be as close to the lights as possible. And the lights are the lowest point. My Kajari melon are taking off though. You can see those are the tall ones there. And so, all right, talking to you guys again. So, oh, the shelving that you were asking me about? Okay, let me see. What do you call that and where do you find it? I think it's just called a mini greenhouse and I got it on Amazon. So, thank you, Magritte. Good morning to you. Oh, that's awesome, Deb. Yes, it was really important for me to raise and lower them. Last year, I started my tomatoes so early that, well, and peppers too, but my tomatoes were about 3.5 feet tall by the time I could put them in the ground. And keeping them indoors at this point. All right, I'm gonna start measuring here for you guys. So these are 28 inches tall. And I thought that would be plenty tall enough, to have a 2-foot plant in there because they should easily, that should easily take care of it. Well, when they got really, really tall, it was difficult. So I've got this pipe is at 28 inches. Okay, I did make this pipe 36 inches, but see the elbow ended up adding a little bit. And I think, what are these lights? Oh, the lights are 34 inches. That's what. Okay. So, so yeah, 36 inches here for a 34-inch light. These are 28 inches tall. Now, because the tomatoes last year got so tall, I ended up having to create another section, which I have not added yet. But what I can do, okay. So these are the other pipes. So it's like, okay, I need to make some taller. So I made another set that would give me another beam or so going across there. And then also created another another carry light or whatever you call it, cross beam with the eye hooks and everything. So in order to extend it on the bottom, I have another piece here that I can add to either that end, but it's really easier to add it to this end. And sorry about this, guys, I'm wiggling you all around. So all I have to do is pull this out. Let's see if I can add that in here. I must have put it in the other end. Nope, right here. So I can just put that in here and then add this other piece. Of course, I'm gonna have to take some furniture out of here in order to add that part. And then I've got it set up where I can put my other one. So in like 1 minute, I can add my extension to my my stands here for my lighting. Now each one of these little sections, I believe, was that's 12 inches. This middle one is 15, and the other one's 12 inches. So so for the ends, I made them 12, which I didn't really need them any longer than that. But if I wanted to add the extension to it, there again, that's another 15-inch pipe. So anyway, that is my system. Comes apart easily, puts together easily, can raise and lower your lights. I use the Rubbermaid bins underneath because, first of all, it catches all the water. I don't want them going on my carpet or wood floors. And it also, when I start taking them outside to harden off, it makes it really, really easy to carry outside. So I'm not like making tons of trips with all these little pots or trying to use the other flimsy trays that come with the seed starts. So these are nice and durable. So, all right, let me get caught up on the chat. So, sorry about all the wiggling around, everybody. Chains, okay. Yeah, that'll work too. You know, and I certainly could do that on the pipes here if I wanted to. I just didn't do that, but that's certainly a wonderful option. You feel another project coming on. That's awesome. Yeah, one of these S hooks, they're very, very durable and hard. So you'd need to like put it in at least for me, I'd need to put it in a vise or something and then be able to squeeze it down. But you could put it on there and just squeeze it on there so it's there permanently, so you remember where it goes and which S hook goes on there. So I keep the chains like in a little baggie so that I don't lose them at all. Let me see here. So take it up. Okay. So yeah, so these are the chains they come with and the S hook. So you could actually end up well, no, because you need to have one end left open so that you can readjust and everything. And so on this one, do I have a light here? Okay. There's a little hook on the light itself, and you can, and I found it easiest to use their hook with the big end. I don't know if you can see that. And hook that through. Let's see what I have here. My tape measure didn't like being stepped on. All right. So on the bottom of the light, they have this little hook here, and it's a very small hole like that. And so I found it easiest to loop that one in there and then hook the chain to it, because the other hook, I mean, it can go through, but it's just a little bit harder in that way. And this one stays on the top better if you're moving things around rather than using this big hook. So I just found this was the easiest way. But do whatever you want to with that. These are very, very lightweight. I don't even know if they weigh a pound. They have a pretty good long cord. So again, I ran all the cords to the power strip that's right there on the side. So it's so opposite. So yeah, I'm doing my pointing thing, Kevin. So on the wall, I have 2 power strips plugged in there. So one for the little mini greenhouse and one for my other floor lighting system. All right, I need to catch up, guys. So wonder how the PVC would hold up in a hot climate inside a greenhouse. You know, it's made for a lot of things. I would think that if you, and Kevin, you'd probably know that a little bit better. Like if you needed the gray PVC, or just get a bigger one, like a 1 inch or something, or even 1.5 inch, something that's maybe a little tougher and a little durable. So, hey Tyler, good morning. Thank you so much. Thanks, Debbie. Good morning, Sunny's Place. How are you? What kind of plastic totes? They're just a Rubbermaid tote. They are, let me see. They're about 4.5 inches high. Just the plastic ones. I just got them at Walmart. Oh, thank you, Gail. Yeah, this is, it's really something easy enough anybody can do. So, all right, Megan, thanks so much. You're using older shop lights. Whatever works. And I know that there's a big thing about you've got to have the specific grow lights for all the spectrums of the light and everything for them to grow. And yeah, that's great and wonderful, but they're out of my price range when I need, 5 or 6 or whatever of them, and to spend $40 or $50 on each one, and who knows how expensive they are now with everybody getting into planting. I just, for them growing for about 6 weeks, I figured the shop lights are good enough, and I run them. So I turn everything on when I get up in the morning, and they'll run until about 10 o'clock at night. So yeah, the lights are getting 15 plus hours of light a day. And then I've got windows in here too, which are adding some light. PVC breaks down when exposed to UV rays. Okay. That is interesting to know. I did not know that. So building anything that you want to be durable outside of PVC, interesting. Thank you, Highland. I appreciate that. I think that the height and being close, about 2 inches away, was most important. Yes, getting your lights right down as close as you can to your plants is the important thing. And so right now, while they're still smaller, that's why I put some wood underneath them, and I might even see if I can find some more wood and stack it under there too. But for right now, it's all good. So yeah, anything that you have lights that are you know, really far away from your plants are reaching for that light, and they end up getting really leggy and trying to reach in that way. So are there any other questions about my setup here? It's really pretty basic. Like I said, I just store it away. I will say though, when I have these 36-inch pipes with the end cap, so it's a good 38 inches, it's hard to find something to store it in. And I was thinking, oh, it's like I'll just get like an underbed, um, tote or something like that that's really flat, and I can lay it out there. And I couldn't find anything that was over 30 inches really. And so I ended up, I even started going to like, okay, how about, like wrapping paper tubes or something, kits, and they weren't even long enough. So it was pretty hard to do that. There's PVC. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, and really, it depends on what you're going to be using it for and how long, I would think too. So, um, all right, and then I just store all my chains and my hooks in a Ziploc bag so that I'm not searching for everything, or it's not getting lost out of where I store them. And again, if these plants start outgrowing this height before I can put the other one in, then I will set up my third leg on there, and we'll do that. So use and length of time and its exposed affects it also. All right. Yeah, because I've got the furnace exhaust and stuff here, which they put in a few years ago, and that's all PVC pipe, and so it's sitting out there exposed in the elements, but it's a 2 or 3 inch pipe, so I would imagine they know what they're doing if they're using it for that. So for your hoop house, yes, exactly. Hoop houses, that's for the spring and for the fall, and when that summer heat and summer sun is really bad, it definitely goes down. So thank you, Gail. I appreciate it. So my plant starts are coming along. Some things I'm starting are new for me, like like all my little onion starts. So I'm not sure if they're looking right or not. So it's just so weird how it holds on to the seeds on the top. Is that normal? I guess I would like to know. So anyway, I got these little trays last year with plastic, and I was like, oh, I'm going to put onions in those. I do have onion sets as a backup if these don't take or if something goes on. But I think I have about 200 starts here or so. I thought they were going to be thicker than what they are, but I think it's good. So that's normal then, Sunny, then. Okay. 5 years ago, didn't know any of this. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, these smell good. Actually, the seeds smell like onions. Good morning, Carl. Hello. How are you? Yes, Julie, absolutely. Like I said, look to see what you've got around, find out what you can get a hold of, and and use it. Just like I've got most of my my little tags and everything that are in there. Most of them are made from my orange juice container, so I've got all my little name tags in there, which is kind of fun. Thanks for this morning chat. You have to get to it. Okay. Well, thanks so much, Deb. I appreciate you coming in. Very much so. So, Carl, you missed it all. So, which is okay. You can, if you really want to see it, you can go back and look at it. But yep, DIY projects exactly tailored to our needs and situation. And last year, I had this set up in the living room, and the bright lights just bothered me for a long time. So, oh, you're welcome, Deb. Thank you. Um, Glad to hear it, Carl. Um, so, so anyway, I decided to move everything into here and into my den area and set it up so it's kind of like out of the way. The lights aren't blinding me while I'm working and different things like that. So, all right, Gail, thanks for coming. Appreciate it. And so, I can have this space if I'm going to be extending it to the third light. I'll probably have to take these things out of here just so I have a little more room to walk around in, and then I can get to the greenhouse, and everything. So right now the two lights work in there, but again, once I transplant the others up and I need more bins under here, I probably will need that third light going on. And because that one is higher, I will have to figure out, maybe get some more blocks or something that I can stack the bins on a little bit higher in there. So well, Debbie, thanks so much. Really, really appreciate it. So, all right, you guys, thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. Tomorrow morning, I have a couple things I have to do, but I'm not sure exactly what. But anyway, just tomorrow and Friday, and then next week I'll be back on just Monday nights. And because I've got way too much stuff going on outside, and it's supposed to be warming up for next week, and I have to be outside, and I can't bring my laptop outside. And so this will be it for my daily lives going on there. So I appreciate y'all coming. All right, it'll be a surprise. I'll probably be back in the kitchen, but you're welcome, Carl. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. You guys take care. God bless. Always have hope. And we will see you in the morning. Bye-bye.